We're going to be talking legal right now. The Legal Practice Director of Dimond Family Lawyers is Erryn Dimond. She joins us right now in the studio. Many thanks for your time.
Oh, thank you for having me, Matt.
Now, we're going to start things off, the types of issues that arise in family law. What are the most common areas that you find you're providing advice about?
Thanks, Matt. Well, family law is a broad area, but there are common areas that we often get asked to provide advice about, and they often include property settlement, which includes spousal maintenance, divorce, parenting matters, and then child support.
Now, how do these interrelate?
Well, look, for example, Matt, with regards to divorce and property settlement, in some, if not more than half of cases, getting a divorce order is the last thing you need to do, simply because obtaining a divorce order is really only a severing of your marriage contract. So in practical terms, it means you can marry again. From a strategic perspective, though, it is important to remember that a divorce order, once it's been made, it starts a 1-year time clock ticking, within which both parties have leave to make application to the family court if you can't agree how to settle up property between you. So, that being said, you can't actually apply for a divorce order until you've been separated for at least 1 year, or otherwise you've been issued with a counselling certificate from a recognised provider. So you can probably imagine that during the first year of separation, it is more than likely that you'll start to think and possibly talk about property settlement related issues, and particularly if there are properties and other assets and liabilities to be dealt with. So often that 1 year time clock can become a little less relevant depending on the case.
Yeah. What about parenting matters or child support?
Well, parenting matters and child support are fairly separate. Parenting matters include agreed living arrangements for the children and how they spend time with the other parent, both on a regular basis as well as on sort of special occasions. A parenting order can actually define a range of issues outside of spend time arrangements, and that can include anything from communication between the parties, communication between the parents and the children, authorising schools and medical practitioners to release information. The list goes on. Child support is a separate area, and that's actually dealt with underneath a specific act. Child support strictly deals with financial support for children. There are actually several ways that child support can be agreed or settled, Matt, including private informal arrangements, implementing child support assessments with the child support agency, or if necessary, you can look at binding or limited child support agreements for specific cases.
How is child support usually calculated?
Now, look, calculation of child support is achieved through a fairly complex formula that's under constant review by the child support agency. But look, in simple terms, it attempts to balance out the incomes of each party and the time that the children spend with each parent. So for FIFO workers, for example, this is often calculated over a longer period, depending on the roster you're working, particularly if you're sort of working longer periods away and then spending block time with the kids when you come home. The Child Support Agency actually has a really helpful child support estimator, Matt, that will give your listeners some guidance on what you might expect your child support assessment to look like if you approach the Child Support Agency for an assessment. It's important to remember, though, that the Child Support Agency essentially holds hands with the Australian Tax Office and Centrelink, so any financial information you think they may not have access to, they probably do.
There you go, Western Australia. Very, very wealthy advice indeed. If people want to find out more information or about those specific topics, where can they go?
Our website has a lot of helpful information for potential clients. So if they were to go to dfl@dfl.com.au, they'll find a fair bit there. We also understand that engaging a lawyer for advice is sometimes a pretty big step. So for that reason, we also offer a free 15-minute telephone consult for new clients and a further 1 hour fixed fee face-to-face consultation for new clients prior to any requirement for them to come on as a formal client underneath a retainer agreement. Our helpful staff can be contacted on 9443 1111 and they can walk your listeners through the process.
Thank you very much, Erryn, for joining us on FIFO Live.
Thank you, Matt.
That is Erryn Dimond from Dimond Family Lawyers, the Legal Practice Director. We'll be back right after this. Red FM.